Hello everyone, today we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in Carenado's Piper PA44 Seminole. We have a 72 nautical mile flight from Oscar, Quebec, November, Brandywine Regional, to Bravo, Whiskey, India, Baltimore, Washington. We'll be flying VFR as always, and we should arrive just in time for an awesome sunset at Baltimore. So let's hop into the pilot seat and get started. Alright, we're here in the Seminole, which is a twin aircraft that's often used as a trainer to get your complex rating. Although you see a checklist on the screen, I had to download that from the forums created by another user, so Carenado did not provide an in-game checklist for this $30 payware aircraft. So to Carenado, I say, get with the game. It's a $30 aircraft. If someone on the forums can make it, I'm sure your programmers could make it. That being said, the modeling of the aircraft is fantastic and it sounds great. Every button that I tried to click on in the cockpit here during the pre-flight inspection works. The overhead lights work and are dimmable, windows open, visors turn, so it's everything you'd expect for a payware aircraft in terms of model quality. And, you know, I love Pipers, so it's really nice to have some more Pipers available in Microsoft Flight Simulator, especially ones with steam gauges. I prefer to fly in steam gauge aircraft. We'll get our fuel left-right tanks on. Mixture to full rich for the left and right engine. Snag the left lever there with the mouse. There we go. Crack the throttle. Let's check what we've got next on the checklist here. Get the magnetos on. I like that there's little flip down covers in front of each of them. Fuel pumps are on. Prime both engines. We'll open up the window. Clear prop. And ignition on the left. Get on the remaining magnetos. Clear prop. And ignition on the right. Sounds great. Okay, as we get the avionics on and all of our comms set up, I'll run through the pre-flight for the flight plan. So we are taking off from Brandywine. Brandywine is an untowered airport northwest of Philadelphia. It's underneath the outer shelf of Philly's Bravo. So the outer shelf starts at 3,500. We're going to remain underneath that shelf so that we don't have to ask for a Bravo transition. So we're going to fly heading 260 on departure, and that should very quickly take us out from underneath that shelf. And we won't have to worry about the Bravo. I will be listening to Philadelphia Approach via live ATC net, so we'll have some real ATC streaming in the background. And then we're going to intercept the Pottstown radial and follow it to the Belay intersection of the Pottstown and Baltimore VORs, and from there follow the Baltimore radial directly to Baltimore. If Pottstown sounds familiar, it is the home of Yuengling beer, so if you've never tried Yuengling, I recommend it. When we get to Baltimore, I'd like to land on 33 right. That will be the shorter runway that's adjacent to the general aviation parking. However, we'll see where Baltimore sends us. It's good to have a plan and know where you're going with parking, because you're going to need to tell them when you talk to ground. So if we come in on one of the bigger runways, like 33 left or 28, then I expect that I'm going to get routed along the taxiways Delta, Papa, and Kilo, crossing 33 right. So I've got that picture in my head, which will help me when I get to the airport to know where I'm going once I get on the ground. Brandywine traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, taxi runway 27, Brandywine. Okay, let's get the window closed. Brandywine traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, departing runway 27, straight out departure, climbing 6,500, Brandywine. Clear left. Clear right. Clear ahead.
Falcon 0 Mike, descend maintain 6000.
This airport is near enough to Philadelphia that it's all rendered in photogrammetry, so the entire region looks fantastic. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Okay, we're on course and climbing out, so let's sit back and enjoy that awesome scenery. Alright, that was a beautiful flight, and we got to see some of the cockpit night lighting at the end there, which also is fantastic. The Seminole handles great, except for being oversensitive to pitch, which is true of most Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft, but I enjoyed it. So, if you enjoy content like this, be sure to click that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, thanks a lot for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.